A delightful morning, dear students. Welcome to English class. Today, we are going to learn the first memory poem, Life, which was written by Henry Van Dyke. Let's know about the author and the theme of the poem. Henry Van Dyke is an American author, short story writer, poet, educator, clergyman. Clergyman means priest, and a very popular writer in the early decades of 20th century. He served as a professor of English literature at Princeton University between 1899 and 1923. The American Academy of Arts and Letters was a crew of 250 famous writers. Henry Van Dyke was elected to this academy and received many other honors. Next, let's know the pattern of this poem. This poem is called as a sonnet, which consists of 14 lines. The word sonnet is derived from the Italian word sonetto. This sonnet is written in iambic pentameter, which means every line has 10 syllables, accented on every second beat. That is, strong accent or stress is used on every second syllables. As I already told you, a sonnet has 14 lines. The first 8 lines of a sonnet is known as octave, and the last 6 lines is known as sestet. Sonnets can be categorized on the basis of their rhyme scheme. The poet expresses his feelings and experience through this poem. Before reading the poem lines, I will give you the key points so that it will be easy for you all to understand the poem in a better way to write the poem question answers. Here are the key points. The poet says, life is an experience. We should lead our life with courage and positive mind. We may face many failures and problems in our life, but we must hold our life with hope and confidence. Never sustain with worries or never give up. We should get rid of fears and worries. Learn to find the solutions for the problems. Learn through mistakes and try to face it in every situation. One should not worry about the uncertain future because nobody knows what the future is about. Happiness nourishes our life with extra energy. Every day, new situations, new friendships, new adventures, and new explorations make you to enrich your life. Every moment and a person you meet is an experience. So, lead a joyful life with determination and faith, which will lead to success. In short, the poet says, don't worry, be happy always. Now, I will read the poem lines and explain to you. Here it begins. The first 2 lines. Let me but live my life from year to year, with forward face and unreluctant soul. I'll repeat it again. Let me but live my life from year to year, with forward face and unreluctant soul. The poet is giving advice to the readers from his own personal experiences. The poet wants to live his life happily as it comes with forward momentum and optimism. He wants to live his life every year with a happy heart. The third and the fourth line. Not hurrying to, nor turning from the goal. Not mourning for the things that disappear. I'll repeat it again. Not hurrying to, nor turning from the goal, not mourning for the things that disappear. Here, the poet does not like to hurry in any matters or situations. He doesn't want to turn away from his aims, what he wanted to achieve. He will do it with confidence and hope. He does not like to feel sad and keep on worrying about the things that have passed away. The fifth and the sixth line. In the dim past, nor holding back in fear from what the future wails. I'll repeat it again. In the dim past, nor holding back in fear for what the future wails. Here the poet says, he doesn't want to think about his dull past and hold back in fear about the uncertainty of his future. He wanted to look forward with a happy and cheerful mind. He doesn't want to worry too much about his future. 6th to 8th line. But with a whole and happy heart that pays its toll, to youth and age and travels on with cheer. I will repeat it again. But with a whole and happy heart that pays it toll to youth and age and travels on with cheer. Here, the poet thinks that he should live life to the fullest by retaining the childlike innocence and pleasure of life. He likes to travel his journey of life cheerfully. Next, we'll move on to the 9th and the 10th line. So, let the way wind up the hill or down. Over rough or smooth, the journey will be joy. I will repeat it again. So, let the way wind up the hill or down. Over rough or smooth, the journey will be joy. Though the poet way goes up in the path of a mountain or down the valley, he would enjoy his journey, no matter whatever happens. If his path is difficult or easy, he will make it a joyful journey. Next, we'll move on to the 11th and 12th line. Still seeking what I sought when but a boy. New friendship, high adventure, and a crown. I'll repeat it again. Still seeking what I sought when but a boy. New friendship, high adventure, and a crown. Here, the poet is searching to find what he was searching for when he was a boy. His new adventures, his hopes, his new friendships, and his new experiences which enrich him. Next, we'll move on to the last two lines, 13th and the 14th line. My heart will keep the courage of the quest and hope the road's last turn will be the best. I will repeat it again. My heart will keep the courage of the quest and hope the road's last turn will be the best. Finally, the poet concludes that life is described not as an entity but as an experience. One should live with courage, dedication, and a clear sense of purpose that drives the mind and soul. The poet encourages us to have faith and determination in our hearts as we take on this beautiful journey. I hope you all understood the poem, children. Thank you.